The worst charger ever. 87 euro cents. Insane. It should be absolutely illegal. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. And there is no amenities. This is such a scam. One of the more insane Starbucks experiences of my life. Charging queue again. We are in Germany, of course. We have a queue behind us. Now, that's proper speed. Finally. Good morning from Ulm. This is where I am now, at like a Best Western hotel. The chargers over at Systemhausen are actually pretty great. They can do over 500 amps. But I looked at the data, and combined with the slow ramp, I don't think I want to do any testing there. Also because of the weather. I can't do the 10% challenge. It's raining. So my idea now is to actually leave Germany. I will go speedrun to Sweden. I looked at the data. They could do 540 amps. These ones did maximum 520, and I'm pretty sure I was well preconditioned and everything of that sort. I think I will just run all the way to Sweden and hope for just better weather, because it's raining all over Europe right now and I need good weather for the 10% challenge. At that area the speed limits are okay to run the 10% challenge, so should be completely fine. I think that's my solution to this problem now. That will be a speedrun on the Autobahn. I will see how far I can come today. But yeah, will be interesting to see for sure how fast we can get through Germany and to the north. I will check the traffic and choose the Autobahn with less traffic and less roadworks. I assume it's the same we came down on, but we will see. Of course. Since we're doing a speed run, there will be coffee at our first charging stop, I think. And let's see. Actually, let's use the old route planner all the way back just to compare. Oh, it wants to go via the ferry. It's actually just as fast as going on the highway here through Denmark, so we will do that. It gives me charging stops. I don't want these. Actually, I have to use the new one because of the preferred charging network. So let's do what's a city? Flens, Germany. That's right by the border to Denmark. So let's see here and do this. Preferred brands, ION-AT. There we go. And brands to avoid. Do we have any brands to avoid? No, I don't think so. Oh, look at all the roadworks. EG Group, I don't want that. Aral is okay, I think, but it's expensive. Tesla Supercharger. So slow though. I think we can make it 76. No, we can't make it there. Okay. Isn't there a Ionity close by? A Lego. You know what? Let's just do the ENBV charger. It has wanted to do that all the time, so let's give the car what it wants. It's probably expensive. Doesn't matter for one charging stop. It's accumulating a lot of charging stops over the time that makes it expensive. So turn off all the warnings, and we are off to a speed run to Sweden. I'm simply just swiping away chargers until we get a low arrival state of charge. So now we are down to 9%. It wanted to stop me here for a charge a little bit off the highway at 20%. And yeah, there is just a ton of traffic, and yeah, I hope I can get through this traffic. But at least I will optimize the charging stops. So 10% arrival is perfect for this car. C-Charge by Siemens. So this is a mobility charging station. It's super nice actually. And these are 300 kilowatt units by Siemens. The screens suck. They are very hard to read. I don't know what's up. But let's see if we can get full speed here. Probably. And we are at 15% right now. Yeah, seems like we're getting close to full speed. 275. It's raining, but I am completely dry because we're under a canopy. But the problem is that I can't find a coffee. I need to find a coffee. 277, 278. Nice. I wish we could charge a little bit faster, but well, it's okay. 300 kilowatts is what we have to live with. So the problem with this screen is it doesn't tell me how long I need to stay here. Okay, we will stay here for a little bit. I might run over to the gas station and get some coffee, because I haven't had any coffee to drink today. It's nice to have a canopy, because then you can activate the chargers very easily by the screen with an app. And here is the card payment, so you need to tap your card over here. i5 was just charging there, Kona charging there, and ID7 over there, which looks absolutely amazing. Now I need to run and get some coffee. The weather sucks, the traffic sucks, but the good thing is that everything can just be better from here. It can't be any worse than this. Starbucks! Such a win, finding a Starbucks right around the corner back there. One of the more insane Starbucks experiences of my life. The guy like the barista at Starbucks, spoke Norwegian to me. That's insane. But I got my double latte. I'm so thrilled about my double latte right now. And I think we're ready to just get on our way, and I hope for less traffic. And it seems like there are actually chargers over there as well, maybe for trucks, which is nice. Doesn't say how long we have been there, but seems like you can look at the time here compared to earlier in this video. 40 kilowatt hours delivered, still doing 275, which is probably the maximum these cables can do, even though the charger is branded at 300 kilowatt. We are at 56%, so we are just ready to get going. So we'll stop the charging in the car. That's always the fastest way. There we go. Stop charging. And we will unplug and go. I like these chargers. I don't like the screens. This will close automatically. Let's go for a full rip on the Autobahn, hopefully. Baustelle, Baustelle. Oh my god, so much roadworks this summer on the Autobahn. But it's actually quite typical from my experience. So you get the fun stretches, then you get absolute no slow moving traffic. That sucks. Aral Pulse, the worst charger ever. Alpitronic units, but the card payment doesn't work. I don't want to support Aral because of the insane 80 euro cents per kilowatt hour that they have decided that this charge should cost. So I'm driving over to the ENBV charger, which might have the same price, but at least it might work. It was way off the Autobahn, and that's fine actually, because there was a lot of roadworks on the section that we are skipping. What I don't like is that Aral has like super expensive chargers that don't have card payment. That's stupid. Yeah, they need to fix the card payment. Regardless, there are so many charging options around, so there is absolutely no issue whatsoever. I skipped 3 chargers and we still came here with 14% of the driving max speed on the Autobahn. So this route planner doesn't really work in that sense, but it does route me to the correct chargers, so no problems in that sense. 87 euro cents. Insane. It should be absolutely illegal. I actually need the charge now, and the 300 kilowatt didn't even work. This one is completely dead in the app. You could probably activate it with RFID. I activated this one with RFID. Regardless, we are getting 73 kilowatt. So this might be a 4 split 150, maybe? No, I get the full 150. Nice. So I will stay here for such a short amount of time that I can jump further. So let's just delete this. Also, this route planner just it really isn't it, but it doesn't get me stranded, which is nice. Regardless, we will stay here for just a few kilowatt hours, and then we will try to reach something along this way, or the Ionity station there. I don't want ENBV. Let's see here. Now we can adjust so that we don't get Aral or ENBV. Let's see it. Preferred brands Ionity and avoid brands ENBV. Avoid brands Aral. And there we go. 150 kilowatt around there. That's okay. So, oh, there is... No, is there an Ionity station here? Why did the charger just tell me that wasn't an Ionity station there? All the way back there. That's the most stupidest thing ever. I'm not going back there now. Fastned. Also back there. I don't want to return. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. And there is no amenities. I don't know what this is at all. Wow, what a stupid place. Charge 1, what's that? What's charge 1? Regardless, 102 estimated there, and the next Ionity station is 245 kilometers, but I will take a look at PlugShare. And while I'm at PlugShare, I will leave a terrible review for this and the Aral Pulse charger. It suddenly says that we can make it to an Ionity station. This route planner is so incredibly annoying now for me. So yeah, energy management, stop charging as soon as possible. This is such a scam. Shame on those who decided this pricing. So we stayed there for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Something, flat 150 charging curve. Now let's get on our way to Ionity. Start. And it says 16% arrival on Ionity in 40 minutes. Such a stupid decision to make charging so expensive. And yeah, everyone in that company should be fired. It's just a scam, especially when you are... There's so many people that will like charge daily on these and don't really think about the charging part. I can understand expensive charging if the amenities are great and amazing and everything is super reliable, but here stuff doesn't work. It's just so stupid. So let's spin over to the Ionity and charge at Ionity, because they have relatively reliable chargers. They have great, amazing pricing. Everyone charges there, and they probably make a ton more money than these stupid charging companies that exist all over Europe, to be honest. It's not just in Germany. In Norway as well, you have like double the price for shitty hardware and shitty price. Yeah, of course, shitty pricing, but yeah, it's just so stupid. 16 euros for an 8-minute charge. Absolutely insane. Wow, that sucks. Even Aral would be better if I chose the Aral chargers, which I thought was maybe the worst. But yeah, that's insanity, the pricing there. It's way more expensive than driving just a diesel. On one hand, we have a charging queue at Ionity, as always. But we also have a beer garden. Wow. So this is the most German thing ever. And all the Allego chargers are open, so I'll check the pricing and if they take card payment. Because if they do, I will of course use that one instead. Let's see if anyone is ready to unplug soon, so that we can charge our Elektroauto. I think he is leaving, so that would be perfect. Because charging today has been terrible, and I have just been trying to go fast, and it's so difficult. So here we will do a little bit of a deeper charge. 350 kilowatt will give us the ability to do a deeper charge. I think he is leaving now, so that will be perfect. Wow. And it's so cheap as well. I love Ionity. Ionity is great. What? stupid when there is like more IoT chargers over there. I didn't realize at all, but I waited for like 20 seconds, so it doesn't matter. And these are the ABB units that we were surging on earlier, so I kind of like the tritium units there, so it's completely fine. So yeah, charging queue was not an issue here. Just wanted to note that the charging queue thing that I'm talking about was not an issue at all here, just so that you get a realistic view. So I saw that we peaked at 350 kilowatt, then we went a little bit down, then a little bit up, then a little bit down. So not surging, but it's a little bit unsure. So I don't know what's going on, but we are still getting almost 300 kilowatt. So we will stay here for a little bit more, because I will just clean out of the car, and then we will be on our way to get out of Germany as soon as possible. There's so much traffic and stuff around there. Oh, we are down to 180 kilowatt. I wonder if it's the cable overheating. Okay, I think I will try to move stall to another tritium charger to see if it might be the cable that's limiting us, because we are supposed to get more than 162 kilowatt now. Energy consumption, drive system, battery temp control, just 0.5 on this trip, entire trip, but on this latest trip, yeah, very similar. We can go through trip data from the last charger. It was just 40 minutes of driving, average speed 86, so much construction. And then I went full sand in between. 91 kilometers per hour for the entire trip of 26 hours and 31 minutes. We have used 557 kilowatt hours. So that's our trip statistics. Oh, now we are going up again to 187, 86. I think the battery might be a little bit warm, but it's difficult to say if it's the car or because now I can hear the car cooling. So might be actually that we have driven it a little bit hard actually. But let's try to move stalls, and we got 187 at the last one, right? So let's see here then, if we get any more. Actually, I think I will turn the display to white so that you can see it more clearly. So many fingerprints that are visible when the screen is in dark mode. So we go here, we go to energy management, and charging started. So we should, if we get more than 187, it's most likely the charger. If we get the same, like 187 around there, it's most likely the car. Yes, this is most likely the charger that overheated the cable. So it was worth actually plugging in at this one to get our maximum charge rate at 64%. Might as well be 260 kilowatt. I'm actually not entirely sure, but seems plausible. So it was probably worth going here. It will throttle down, of course, but we get a little bit of a boost. And it takes like 1 minute to start the charger, so not too bad. So we will charge here for a little bit, and let's go here and then to secret navigation. And our next stop is Ionity in 1 hour and 50 minutes. I think that's a good driving stretch. Don't you think? That's a good driving stretch. 9% arrival, that means that we can go full send. And if there is traffic, this 9% means 25-30%. So yeah, actually we might as well go to one a little bit later, but we can have it in the navigation and then just skip it if we need to. Because now I have my coffee, I've been to the bathroom, which is like, you need €1 to get to the bathroom. And I bought some pizza things. Right here. So I bought 2 of these, so that's my breakfast. Delicious. Taycan. So many nice cars in Germany. 71%. Still doing over 200 kilowatt, but we are throttling again, so I think we will just unplug and go. Charging queue again. We are in Germany, of course. I don't know how the queue works, but I think I found a strategy, which is to just turn on the blinker and stand almost in the middle of the way. People can get around me if they want to. There was one guy just sneaking out right in front of us, which sucks. The Opel Corsa there. I think I'll walk over and just have a little talk, because that's shitty behavior. It's a good thing to just ask and see if there is anyone in queue if you're unsure. It takes just a second. 202 kilometers in 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay, average speed, some construction work, but a lot of blasting on the Autobahn at maximum speed, which means 308 watt-hour per kilometer. But waiting for charging sucks. And we have people just going for the next charger or another charger, maybe a Tesla supercharger or something. And maybe we should have done the same, actually. So they are trying to get the Aria to charge. Doesn't seem to work. There's a great selection of EVs here, actually. There's just one of each brand, I think. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. And then ID4, they're waiting as well. And then we have a queue behind us, of course. So that's interesting. And I wonder what the people are doing, if they are like in that gas station and eating and stuff. This will take a while, but I'm first in the queue, so I'll have the next place. Think I'll be good to go, but wow, this is annoying to deal with. If this is the experience in Germany on holidays and stuff, I don't know if I would own an EV. It's super annoying. Of course, you can always find another charger or whatever, but these are so close to the highway. This is where I want to get my electricity. Check the Ionity app, and what seems nice is that everyone seems to be at a little bit low state of charge. The ID4 is at 70%, but that's fine. You are allowed to charge to at least 80, in my opinion. But everyone else is like 20, 30%. And charging, which sucks for me that I have to wait, but at least they're not staying at 100%, which would be incredibly annoying, actually. A Swedish Taycan pulling up the wrong way and staying in back of the queue. There's an ID4 coming. This is insane. This is the longest charging queue ever. I just need to stay here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I'm on my way. I will try to stay here as short as possible, but I need to get out of Germany as soon as possible. And this was supposed to be like my fast route out of Germany, which like speedrun. But yeah, not possible. 17 minutes charging queue. Insane. We came here 25 minutes ago. Now that was before the charging queue, 25 minutes. Actually, it's 29 minutes we came here, and we are now at 51%. So 29 minutes to get 51%, to get 42% in, and that's including the charging queue. And most of that was the charging queue, because we have just been charging for like 10 minutes, I guess. Getting 250, 290 kilowatts, a little bit throttling of the chargers, these old tritium units. As always, actually, we can go and look at the screen. $10 minutes. I think we will, due to charging queues at every Ionity upper, and that there are actually no one in queue right now, I think. Yeah, there's one in queue right now, but maybe one of the ID4s can move. But I will stay here for a maximum of 15 minutes. I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to give people the chance to charge, because I get so much energy in such a short period of time compared to all the other cars here, which is awesome. What's sad about this is that this trip would have been faster in my Tesla, because the Tesla is efficient. I can go to the Tesla superchargers that are plenty and never queued. There are enough stalls. Ionity, you need to build 24 of these, and then we are talking. Great locations though, and I understand why there is a queue here. So if we go here to Flensburg, let's see how 3 hours and 52 minutes to Flensburg, 1 hour, let's see, 22-minute charge, 250. We need one more charge in Germany regardless. Let's see here, we can make this one, but what if we go to one a little bit further north? But this area has a ton of charging queues as well, but we are later in the evening. I will figure out a strategy, I will answer a few emails, and then I will be on my way. So on my way within 4 minutes. 15-minute stop. Need no more than that. We have to get all the way to Sweden today, if possible, because I want to run the 10% challenge, and the weather is turning really, really bad very soon. Of course, I made a wrong turn on the Autobahn due to construction, so now we are down to 7%. The power limit on this car is extreme at 5%, so I try to not go under 5% on the Autobahn. We can't have navigation, because if you have navigation, it'll find chargers just random places, completely off the highway that I won't go to, so no navigation there. I have it on my phone instead. So yeah, we just have to get off the Autobahn within 2%, I would say, to maintain a safe speed. I think that will be completely fine, but yeah, arriving closer than I've ever arrived in this car, at least outside Norway. Finally, an amazing charging session. We are doing 314 kilowatts right now, but we did do 350 all the way to here. So that means, if we take a look at the stats, that we have done 45 kilowatt hours in 8 minutes and still doing over 300 kilowatts. 320 kilowatts right now. No surging. We had surging on these ABB units, but no more surging. I went over and bought one of these, and I had today 2 unhealthy Cokes. I need to go to the bathroom really badly, so it was great. Oh, now we are surging. Or something is happening. Maybe the pack is a little bit warm after all the driving, or maybe it's the charging. I don't know. No idea. But life will go on, and we will have a slower driving as we move into Denmark and Sweden, and we will be ready to do a 10% challenge, possibly. It's difficult to say what's limiting the car right now, but we have probably enough to go to Kliplev. I think it might be the car limiting us right now, so 165. Let's just put this one in and just see how it goes, to be honest. I want to get on my way, and we are not charging at 165. That's stupid. So let's stop the charging and let's go. It's 9 PM, by the way. Insane. This is Denmark, right before the Autobahn. And these are the awesome UNO-X chargers. This time I think I'm getting 200 kilowatts, because he's using one power module that's set to 400 volts. I think that's how it works now. I think there was an error with my earlier charging session on these. Yeah, we are okay, so something is happening here when this one drops down, because we got 200 kilowatts. We would use all 300 kilowatts if no one was here, of course. Okay, so I found another charger by Nordlys, which is very, very close to the other chargers. Let me show you. And this one is a Hypercharger 400. So, and it is knockabout, and it's basically the same price, a little bit more expensive than the UNO-X. So I plugged it in here. I already ordered food at McDonald's, so I'll go get that. Let's see. Now, that's proper speed. Finally. Finally. Nice. The problem now is that the car will be full before I'm done eating at McDonald's. That's not a bad problem to have. These are great Nordlys, so they are a little bit more expensive, 3.49 DKK per kilowatt hour, but good pricing, I would say. 3.25 for the Uno X. Life is amazing right now. 400 kilowatts. And then we have everyone power sharing over there, but they have like MEB cars and stuff, so 150 is plenty for them. And the Tesla supercharger is right over there. Wow. What cables do they use? Amphenol 300 amps. I drove through Denmark and then I reached Sweden and I was able to do the 10% challenge that I've talked about so much in this series. The 10% challenge is basically just a road trip simulation to check how the car does on a road trip. So I was able to do it, and spoiler alert, it did pretty well, better than any other electric SUV tested this way. So that was just amazing to see that this is the fastest road tripping electric SUV. Amazing. I am super impressed by this car. 4,000 kilometers, not a single charging issue, no software glitches, and it went perfectly fine aside from everything that I've shared in this series with charging queues and stuff that you have seen. I have been transparent. I've shown you everything about driving this car in Europe. In, of course, the high season, summer, everyone's out, everywhere. It has been truly amazing, and I think this is a fantastic and great product that I can recommend you to buy, as long as you know what you're getting into. And the only way to know is to watch these road trip videos or test drive the car yourself, which I do recommend to do. Thank you so much for watching Roaming Norway. I have more coming on this specific car very soon, actually, and I will also talk about other electric cars moving forward. I will test them in similar ways, in different ways, and everything in between. If you want to see the 10% challenge, head on over to Autospec Testing, where I did that video. I also did more instrumental testing over on Autospec Reviews. I also did a full tour of the car over there. If you are interested in Norwegian content, go over to Effekt. Der snakker jeg norsk. If you don't understand Norwegian, Roaming Norway and Autospec is the perfect channels for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this series, please leave a comment down below. Any thoughts, any improvements, anything, I would really appreciate it.